Welcome back, everyone. I'm Kristen Shea, and I'm super excited because today we are going to do a live channel. I don't know exactly what's going to come through. I do know that we're going to be discussing visibility, and our guides are wanting to share the bigger picture behind the visibility that is rising to the surface right now, why the topic is coming up, why you're feeling this deep internal call to step forward in bigger ways, and how it's serving a greater purpose. And when I started to tap into the energy earlier today, when I was being called into this channel, they wanted to come through live, and that's not something I generally do here on YouTube. So I'm excited to see what comes through for us today. If you haven't channeled with me before, when I channel, I tune into Ascended Masters, Archangels, light beings, and it can come through in many different ways. Sometimes I'm having a conversation, sometimes they come through, sometimes I'm just interpreting the psychic field that I'm in with them. So it can come through in different ways. But be open to the experience, because if you're watching this video, if this video found you, trust that there is a message for you. And I was getting like this visual when I first tuned into the energy of so many people asking questions in the collective right now. Like, why do we have to be visible? What's the point of all of this? Why do we have to use social media? Like, there was just all of these like questions of wanting a deeper understanding. And I know that that's what the guides want to provide. So I'm just going to drop in here in a moment. Sometimes when I'm channeling, whether it be me or you, it is an energy activation. And so you could yawn or burp or just be feeling energy move in your body. If that happens, it's totally normal. That's the guides coming in and transmuting energy for us. Okay, so I'm just going to tap in here. There are many guides present right now who are wanting to connect with us. Jesus is coming forward, Archangel Michael, Goddess Isis, Metatron is coming forward. We have many guides coming through to support. We're very excited about the topic today and to explain to you the bigger picture that is taking place. We ask you to be open during this process, not only mentally, but in the emotional fields. We would ask you to open up your energetic field and allow the energy that needs to move through you to move through you. Know that in this transmission, this is also an activation to trigger your remembrance of who you are, why you're here, and what you are meant to share. Because yes, it is important for you to share your story. Yes, it is important for you to share your spiritual gifts. Yes, it is important for you to share anything you feel called to share. Yet what is even more important is the ancient wisdom and the knowledge that you are bringing in from past lives. This information, this knowledge, this experience, this is what the planet most needs right now. It is a part of the ascension process. And yes, you knew this long before you incarnated here on Earth. It is part of your soul mission. You are holding so much more than you know. Yet it is hard to unlock those extra high levels. And they're showing me right now on, it's almost like it looks like a glass ceiling. And then this is like way far beyond it in the ethers, this information that we are meant to access. Yet our our inability to be visible, or our resistance to it, almost has us up against this glass ceiling. So we are not even accessing the higher realms of information that we are meant to bring into this world, into this reality, and to anchor in the physical dimension to help humanity and the planet ascend. Each of you came here with a very specific assignment, yet many of you will share the same gifts. Yet you are not here to execute this in the same way. You each bring your own unique presence, your own unique experience. Do you think that the experiences that you have had up until this moment have not served a purpose? They have. Not only are they liberating you on a much deeper level than you realize, it is liberating you across all timelines. It is liberating you in all dimensions. Yet it is also the exact transmission that is needed in order for you to do what you came here to do. And now we ask you to rise into visibility, to move beyond your fear and your resistance. Yes, we understand the fear and the resistance. We understand it greatly. We understand it deeply, yet we need you to rise above it, to ascend beyond the glass ceiling, to reach the information that you are meant to reach, to receive, and to anchor in. Those gifts, that knowledge, that wisdom, all that you already carry here in your soul is more needed than you can realize. Deep breaths, everyone. There's a lot of energy moving, and they're encouraging us to take deep breaths. You might want to kind of shake your energy out a little bit. There's a lot of energy moving. Yeah, there's definitely an activation here for us today. As we have shared with you before, and many of you will know this on a subconscious level, or you will remember, quote unquote, recognize this information when you hear it again. But there are programs that exist within the Matrix program itself, which beam into you frequencies of fear. These fear frequencies are attacking you on every level. It feels dangerous to be yourself. It feels dangerous to be seen. It feels dangerous to speak. It feels dangerous to take a stand. It feels dangerous to remove yourself from the collective and to arise on a pedestal so that you can be the lighthouse that you were meant to be. All of this feels dangerous. And yet these are just programs. We need you to understand that they are just programs. And the way to override these programs is through a deep deprogramming process. The way to deprogram yourself and to override these matrix programs, these codes, is to heal in a deprogramming way. This is a modality where you begin to forget what has been taught here in the physical reality and begin to remember what you already know to be true within. And that is when you activate your soul blueprint, the remembrance, the codes, the DNA, everything that you came here to share. That is when you move beyond the glass ceiling and can bring information in, bring your gifts in. These are gifts, and this is information that has not been on this earth before. So it will require a brave soul to speak what hasn't been spoken, to share what hasn't been shared, and to teach what hasn't been taught. Yet, if you are here today, we know you are one of those brave souls. And we understand the fear that is being beamed into you. But know that when you signed up for this mission, you did so not only to serve the collective, but also to serve yourself. Because this mission, this deprogramming process, is a part of soul level liberation. This means that your soul is set free in all lifetimes, in all places, planes, dimensions, realities, and universes. It means that your soul is fully liberated from the karmic experiences. It means that your soul in the human avatar form that is here with us today gets to experience the 5D, gets to experience the truest frequency of heaven on earth, which all of this, my love, is within you. It is inside of you. It has never been outside of you, yet you cannot access it if you don't begin to pull back these layers of programming. So again, we ask you to understand that at the root of this movement, this cry, and this internal pull forward for you to become visible is something so much more. We ask you to share your story. We ask you to share your wisdom, your gifts, and all that you came into this world for. And there is a reason that you are meant to write the book. There is a reason that you are meant to post on social media. There is a reason that you are meant to use all platforms that are available to you. Because this information must be left here in the physical realm to guide generations and generations to come. This work is not done and it will not end with you. Yet you play one of the most important parts is to impart this wisdom that will guide the generations into our future that will truly help the planet ascend. Do you understand why it is so important for you to become visible? Do you understand why it is important for you to overcome these fears? Again, we need you to share your story, your knowledge, your wisdom, and your gifts because in doing that, you are creating your legacy. It is the soul resonance that brings the people to you. It is the soul resonance that connects you with the soul family, the soul connection, the soul collective. It is that resonance that is incredibly important. However, even or equally important is that in sharing your story, your gifts, your wisdom, you unlock that level, that glass ceiling, which is when you ascend beyond that and you reach the information that your soul is carrying. And that is when you are able to speak what hasn't been spoken, to share what hasn't been shared, and to teach what hasn't been taught. Your throat chakras are clearing. Your solar plexus are clearing. Your sacral is clearing. These three chakras are clearing and reconnecting right now so that you are able to access these other dimensions, to root into the power, and to communicate them. We are with you and we are helping you, and you do not need to do this alone. And know that because you are doing such divine work, you are also receiving divine compensation and divine protection. And Jesus is coming through with laughter because he's remembering his experience here. And he also wants us to know that um, our souls really did put a lot in place. He loves to share this message. Our souls really did put a lot in place for our human avatars to enjoy this process. So yes, we're being asked to like conquer deep fears. We're being asked to override these matrix programs, to deprogram and decode ourselves, right? And then to activate ourselves. That's, he doesn't, hmm. He wants to say that is soul mission work. That is soul mission work. And it's almost like as a reward for that are these experiences that our soul has already created for us, where we get to experience the things that are on our human avatar's heart's desires. So the love, the abundance, the adventure, the joy, these are all ours and they are already placed upon our path. We're being asked to begin walking that path. Archangel Gabriel stepping forward. Archangel Raphael is here as well, sharing his emerald green light directly into your heart space. Archangel Gabriel activating the truth template within you to help you access your truth, to help you find a new layer of truth. A lot of energy moving, so definitely take some deep breaths. Allow your energy to calibrate. Mother Mary stepping forward with a very direct message. And she comes forward with this just a beautiful frequency of love. And what she is communicating that um, in the same way that she mothers us as a collective, we will feel that same nurturing frequency within this journey. And so she is asking for us to allow for our perceptions about how this is difficult or hard or how we have to like the she doesn't like the vibrations behind those words because they feel heavy. And so she wants us to know that as she mothers the entire collective, as she mothers Earth itself, as she mothers the mother, she is nurturing us on this path. And so it's important that we know how supported we are and that yes, again, soul mission work, they don't like the words of hard or difficult or challenge. Like they don't want that vibration coming through. So this is soul mission work, soul path work, and it is beautiful and it gets to be a beautiful process. Also, Green Tara stepping forward now in this moment, coming through to activate purpose, to bring clarity to purpose, to elevate your purpose. Your purpose is bigger than what you are currently interpreting it to be. You are here to have a large impact, and she is here to walk with us, to walk beside us. Green Tara coming in with a beautiful frequency. She is truly activating purpose. There's going to be an expansion here that you can expect. You may receive it here today in this transmission, over the next few days or the next few weeks, as your soul is able to integrate all of the frequencies that you are receiving within this transmission. And she is wanting you to know that this is a purpose activator, a purpose activation, that is coming in to support you on this journey, to give you more clarity into what your purpose is, to give you more clarity in how to embody your purpose, how to walk your purpose, how to lead with your purpose. Lots of activations coming in here, and Jesus coming in with a final closing message. There's a lot of love from all of the guides that are here today. They are looking upon all of us with beautiful smiles, with joy, admiration, and appreciation. And Jesus coming through with the message of, remember who you are. Remember who I am. With love to all. And what he is showing me is that in this next phase of our evolution, we are reclaiming Jesus in a much bigger way. We are removing Jesus from religion. We are removing Jesus from constructs, because you do not have to be involved in any form of organized anything in order to connect with Jesus. Remember who I am. That was his message. Remember who I am. You've walked with him before. You will walk with him again in this lifetime. Whew. That's a lot of energy moving through. You guys will have to let me know in the comments what you're feeling in your body, or what's coming through for you, because there's a lot of really beautiful activations here. But one thing I just want to share as we wrap up is, this is the return of Christ consciousness, right? And that's Christ alignment. That's Jesus Christ without religion, without any organized constructs. And the reason I love to share this message on behalf of Jesus and the Holy Spirit and God and just everybody is that only about a year and a half ago did I reconnect with Jesus, because I rejected Jesus my whole life because I thought I had to be religious. I grew up with a family that was like half evangelical and half atheist. And I hated all of it, right? Like, I saw the conflict, the judgment, all of the things that kind of came up from that. And I just wanted nothing to do with it. And I really leaned into New Age spirituality, which is beautiful, but I gotta make a whole other episode about that, I guess. But there's a lot of darkness in New Age spirituality. A lot of the light that was there has been infiltrated by the dark and is actually being used to confuse and suppress us. And so that's also like not a bad thing though, in a way, because it's returning us to Christ consciousness. And what Jesus was just sharing is like, remember me, because he's going to be removed from like religion, removed from any spiritual, like removed from everything, because he's just Jesus, free of all constructs. And we are meant to walk with him, reactivate and remember our Christ consciousness. So I think I'll leave it right there. That was a beautiful activation. I hope that brought some clarity on visibility for the missions that we all have, for what we came here to do, who we are. Remember me, remember who you are, remember who I am. Take that message with you, drink a lot of water, move your body, let all of the energy kind of sink in, and I'll see you next time.